Alright, let's see if we can wash that taste out of the mouth. We get an extremely excellent green 4-drop, a solid green 4-drop, a card that's big, and then 2 good red cards and a weird red card. Okay, so in white we have 2 Patriarch's Humiliation, 3 Flame Fist Dust cards. That's interesting. Here's something on watch. Celestial Unicorn, Flaming Fist Officer, they're both interesting. Lulu is solid. Blessed Hippogriff is good. So solid but not stellar. Blue has nothing appealing. Black has Sepulchre Ghoul, Bonecaller Cleric, Slod's fine, Spawn's good, Grim Bounty's good, but that's not very much. So in red we have Trapfinder, Warcaller, 3 Reckless Barbarians, which unfortunately is not a card that I'm actually super enthusiastic about. Unexpected Allies. Knoll Camp is fine. 2 Improvised Weaponry is solid. Sellsword's solid. Windfall's solid. Dragon's solid. Chaos Balor is good. Fireball's solid. Earth Elemental's fine. No, Earth Elemental's good. Nalfeshni. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, copy it. Which mostly means when you play an adventure card from exile, copy it. Which means you get 2 young red dragons? That's okay. 3 Kalanes. Oh my. Scaled Nurturer, Arcane Archery, Lurking Roper, Polar Warbear, Owlbear, Skanos, 2 Hill Giants, Dread Linnoworm, Earthquake Dragon. 14 green, 10/10 creature elemental dragon. The spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total mana value of dragons you control. Not named Earthquake Dragon. Huh. Okay. I have 1 green dragon. I have a Scaled Nurturer. I have Dread Linnoworm. You're not a dragon, you're not a dragon. You are a dragon. You are a dragon. You are all dragons? Alright, so in the pursuit of something that is not a good idea, I believe the new objective is that we are going to attempt to play Maximum Dragon. This is a deeply flawed idea. Am I playing a colorless 4/4 dragon just to make Earthquake Dragon work? No. No, that is not a good idea. Got some blue dragons too? Yeah, I mean, I could splash blue dragons. I'm gonna resist the urge to go too deep into the tank on deeply questionable life choices. We'll see if we can pull that off. Oh no, the 6 mana colorless dragon is not good. It does make Earthquake Dragon cost a lot less mana, though. It makes it only cost 9 mana. Is Earth Cult better than Herd Gorger? Probably not. But I also kind of want to fit the Herd Gorgers anyway. Arcane Archery is like almost an impressive card, if I'm being honest. Is Goblin Trap Finder interesting? I guess it fetches Reckless Barbarian and turns Reckless Barbarian into a ritual? Is that worth anything? Young Red Dragon's a bit dicey. I kind of dig this card. I think it's solid. Jan Jansen also good with Baba. Yeah, but this card's like good on its own. Well, I guess it's only good if you can make blue mana, huh? Otherwise, it's just a 4/5 that... I mean, it's 4 mana, 4/5 that makes food. That's actually still fine. But it's only, like, completely busted if you can make blue mana. Which we have Follow the Tracks for. Oh, we have, like, Infinity Treasures. We're fine. Yeah, we could put a blue mana in the deck for the Pilgrim's Eye. That's true. So we have what? One card that benefits Nalfeshni, so probably not good. I mean, it is still a flying 4/6. I'm probably underrating that. Two more cuts, huh? Could it be the Goblin Trap Finder? I mean, realistically, it's probably the Goblin Trap Finder. I believe you can make Reckless Barbarian essentially pay for 4 of the mana cost of Earthquake Dragon. I believe that is the case. I do think that works. Trap Finder and Circle of the Moon Druid? Circle of the Moon Druid's a really good blocker, though. And a solid attacker. I kind of like Circle of the Moon Druid. I mean, I guess everything else is probably reasonable. I mean, Breath Weapon's probably worse. I can probably get rid of the Breath Weapon. I get rid of the Fireball? Fireball's probably not great. I'm not really aggressive. Okay, so I mean, like, this deck's only mostly not good. But we can certainly call it educational. I still can't tell if I'm supposed to like Nalfeshni just based off stat line. Alright, well, let's give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? Alright. Warcaller is kind of stellar. Yeah, I agree that I think Trapfinder is probably bad in this deck and doesn't deserve to be here. That it has a home in other shells, but not this one. That sounds appropriate, I think. Bag of Holding. Oh no. Now, is it better to start giving my stuff haste or get in for 1 damage? I'm going to go with it's better to get in for 1 damage. But the flexibility is nice. 3 Kalanes not playing them was surprising. I mean, we didn't really have a ton in black. Alright, well, no getting in with the Kobold now. I love how we have 4 mana, and we haven't played anything, and we're probably not even going to be able to play our 4-drop on curve. Oh dear. I'm being pessimistic. We'll just draw green mana. It'll be fine. Okay. It was not fine. I mean, we'll get to play Chaos Balor on curve. That's good at least. Currently, that's a board wipe. And also makes me 2 treasures. So that's kind of like busted. Hey, Boney, you want to play a thing with 2 toughness? Maybe 2 things with 2 toughness? No! No! Heinous. Impossibly rude. Alright, well, is it still worth killing the Steadfast Unicorn? Oh, no, I can't, because I'm going to pump the rest of their board. Gosh, wow, that Icewind Stalwart was so busted. Choose 2. Alright. You discard your hand, and then draw something useful. Oh, that's so bad with Bag of Holding in play. It's still what I have to do. That kind of sucks. I mean, denying them a Displacer Kitten at least is not the worst. But 2 treasures is good. We're gonna just start hasty hill gianting for the rest of the game. Alright, I mean, this is a good sign. Did they just loot away a land? Okay. Yeah, drew another land. Okay. So the card they have in hand is something that they seeked that's guaranteed to be a non-land. Okay, well, currently the opponent's dead if they don't play a creature. Can I? No. Bummer. Alright, opponent. So how much damage do we have on the other side? 7, 10 coming back. But I can play a Lurking Roper, so that's fine. So let's just give a card in our hand haste. We'll give it to the Hill Giant. Oh no, I can't. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was polite of them. To let me know that I can't kill them this turn. Huh. So I can just make them discard all the cards in their hand. That's fine. I can attack for 11 damage here. Or I could make Treasure. Costs 2 life, but plays Lurking Roper. I think I would just like to pump my team forever, even if it involves killing the Kobold Warcaller. So now our Balor's back to being normal-sized. Oh dear. What do you do? Nothing because they can't discard a card. Perfect. So how badly do you kill me on the backswing? That's what I'm more worried about. Can't be blocked. Tap something forever. 1/1 counter on each. 5 damage off red is kind of scary but unlikely. Activating this. Block, counter. I could kill those 2 things. Force the block with the Hill Giant. Chump. I think that's probably what I'm supposed to do. Oh wait, is that lethal? I don't know, let's find out. I think it's pretty close. I don't really want to take 2 damage here. It's probably fine. I hope. It's not super fine, because they do kind of get to have an 8-power Flaming Fist officer. I'm kind of close to dead. Oh. Or not. I kind of think maybe I should have just pitched my hand instead of making the 2 treasures. But... okay, that worked. I don't think that was the optimal block from the opponent, but it's also probably not horribly easy in blue-white to get 3 damage there. So despite the opponent successfully playing around our board wipe on turn 5 with haste that also deals 4 damage to the opponent and puts 2 treasures into play for me, we still got that game, which is probably not the most surprising. If we ping them for 2, they force double jump. I think if I ping them for 2... if I ping them for 2, then they don't lose their creatures, though. Because I can't choose them with both. This is probably not good, but it is tempting. This is probably fine. I do not think we keep the Earthquake Dragon in our hand, however. Oh, look at that. Kobold Warcaller on 1. Never didn't have it. Oh no, are you gonna stop my Warcaller from being able to give anything haste, opponent? No. So that means they have an indestructibility spell is what they have. I still think I'm supposed to get in for the 1 with the Warcaller when the opponent doesn't have a blocker. But what if they have a removal spell? Then they played a removal spell on my Warcaller, which is a 1-drop. That's not the end of the world for me. I don't think they have Humiliation. I think they have a 1-mana indestructibility spell. Alright, now that I have to give Baldur haste, I'm not willing to risk the opponent killing my Warcaller. Yeah, there's that indestructibility spell that they definitely had. I kind of don't know whether I want to play Baldur or the Werebear, to be honest. I'm probably supposed to play the Baldur. Oop. I don't love letting my opponent seek a bunch of cards, but I think that's still the best option for me. I mean, they have 3 real cards now with 4 mana. I guess the good news is it could just seek them into cards that die to Baldur. So they drew a land for the turn, and they have 3 seeked non-lands in hand. Okay, Hippogriff punches us, sure. 2/1 flyer, that's not relevant. Alright, alright. Dare I attack with the hasty Lurking Roper? I think probably not. Oh, wait. How close am I to lethal? Kinda close. Six, 12... No, so because they can block, I don't have lethal. I think what I do then is nuke the opponent's familiar. Oh. Now they have a 2/3 to block. Does that change literally anything? No? I don't think that changes literally anything. Also, I don't know why they did it then. To let me have the information before making this choice. Okay, let's see. I think I'm just making more treasure and killing their pseudo-dragon and pumping their griffin, but, like, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Mostly that's just great. If they chump block my bear, then they have chump blocked my bear. If they don't chump block my bear, then I'm going to sack the food that it makes to a treasure and cast like a 7-drop. So I feel like we conclude that Hasty Balor seems pretty good. I think that's where we're starting the discussion of this particular deck. Alright, opponent on the play. We will not be keeping this hand, even if it might represent turn 1 Kobold into turn 5. Oh, no, turn 4 Chaos Balor with haste. No, actually, this represents turn 3 Chaos Balor with haste. With the Reckless Barbarians, but yeah, not keepable. This hand? I mean, I guess I don't really have much of an alternative. Are we keeping this Lurking Roper over the Circle of the Moon? I guess it blocks better, and I guess that I'm in the market for blocking currently. Oh, turn 1 Warcaller, never don't have it. Should I attack with the Reckless Barbarian? Is that, like, a silly idea? I feel like that's probably a silly idea. I think I'm just supposed to, like, represent, hey, I'm going to block with my Warcaller and give a future creature haste. I believe that is what I am supposed to represent here. No? Cool. Warcaller just strutting its stuff. So I could absolutely just play Skanos and attack for 9 on turn 3? That's probably not a good idea, but that is absolutely delightful. Oh. No, I think I'm just supposed to follow the tracks. Oh, the Kobold Warcaller is holding down the fort so strong. Land drop? No, the Trap Finder. Oh dear. Okay. Well, Trap Finder obviously needs haste so that it can get in. Do we get in with a Reckless Barbarian? I guess we get in with a Reckless Barbarian at this point. Yeah, okay. I kind of wasn't expecting them to make that block, but... well, not the end of the world that they did. No. No land drop? Disappointing. I guess we still hold up the Lurking Roper? I wonder if I'm supposed to improvised weaponry face there? My opponent has not done anything. So, like, I don't know. Altar of Ball. Makes a 4/1. Okay. Well, if we miss the land drop, we can improvised weaponry that. We hit the land drop. Okay. Well, it's Skanos in time. Hey, Luna Knight. Thanks for the resub. I continue to appreciate the support. Alright, let's make Big Trap Finder. You want to use a removal spell on the Trap Finder opponent? No, don't deal 5 damage to the Dragon Vassal. That's not fair. No, don't reveal. Oh, that's so rude. Opponent! Opponent! Ah. So now we're gonna, like, play a 4-4? Oh, now how am I supposed to get past a 4-4? Gross. Oh, dear me. Alright, well, let's make this thing bigger. And now I just have a hasty Dread Linnoworm chilling in exile when I hit another land drop. Are we playing Teamer? I guess we're technically playing Teamer. That's fair. Okay. Well, Guildsworn Prowler can't block Dread Linnoworm. Currently they have to double block with 4-power creatures. What? Opponent, what? What is this? What shenanigans are afoot? Another red dragon? So block, block. I don't really have a way to block the red dragon, so I guess we're just gonna do this. I kind of feel like I'm not supposed to attack with these on the off chance they have a removal spell that lets them keep the 4/1. I need to be able to block it. I guess this gives them the out of having a removal spell for the Linnoworm anyway. Oh, if they have just indestructibility. I need to leave the 2 creatures back, though. Manticore. Kills Linnoworm. Well, that's a horrific problem. That is annoyingly perfect, opponent. You got me there. So now I need to deal 1 extra damage somehow? Nope. Okay. Well. Huh. That was an oddly perfect mix of removal. Okay. Well, how do we answer that then? Arcane Archery and Choose Your Weapon both seem suddenly somewhat more impressive. Goblin Trap Finder admittedly did look like absolutely awful there. I mean, Arcane Archery seems like fun. I kind of want to mess around with that. Like, hypothetically, there's better cards here, but I haven't gotten to mess around with Arcane Archery yet. Line up the shot hits the altar too. That's fair. I haven't seen the altar be good yet, but I think that it should have the potential to be good. It just hasn't been in games that we've seen it in. Okay, we'll take the play. We'll keep the turn 2 or turn 3 Werebear. That seems good. Also, we just happen to have the blue mana in our opening hand. So, I guess this is our game plan now. Hopefully the opponent doesn't play some kind of 2/1 Death Toucher that would, like, entirely invalidate our whole 4/5. Hey, cool. That wasn't what they did. Okay, so how big is your 4-drop opponent? Hypothetically, could be bigger than mine. Okay, Chain Devil is big enough to kill my werebear. Oh, that sucks. How do we handle that? I guess the answer probably is that we just don't. We just play our 4-3, or our 3-2 4-drop, and chill. That would have been a really cool time to draw the Arcane Archery. Sad. Nefarious Imp answers the red dragon. That's annoying. Am I playing Reckless Barbarian to fix our mana for Chaos Balor? Just to play Chaos Balor this turn? That doesn't sound like it could possibly be remotely correct. Not when we can fix the double red in another way that doesn't lose a free resource. So 6, 8, 14. We are 1 mana short of casting Earthquake Dragon currently. I think, if my ability to count is correct. Pilgrim's Eye. Okay. So we're still sort of at a standstill. The opponent could technically attack with Chain Devil here. And I don't have good blocks. And then they chump block with Pilgrim's Eye. If they want to just sacrifice the Pilgrim's Eye to deal 5 damage. Oh, alright. Well, now they got better blocks. So attacking with Chain Devil's kind of free here. If a little risky to me having removal. So, alright, do we trade Young Red Dragon for the Nefarious Imp? At this point, I believe the answer is rapidly becoming yes. I don't want my opponent having a bunch of free scries. I could refuse to play the land so that Chaos Balor can turn it into a non-land card. But then I have to either give my opponent 2 treasures. No, I think just activating the gate on a future turn after playing my lands out is a more correct use of my current stuffs. Still really hoping to top deck Arcane Archery for our werebear. Okay, so that means they have a Manticore, which complicates blocks. Mysterion also is complicated. but we do get a good attack. Okay. So I can kill the Asterion and the Pilgrim's Eye at the cost of permanently pumping the Chain Devil and the Sepulchre Ghoul. What happens if I attack with my entire team? And nuke their board. They can't block the Barbarian? I guess they just don't block the Barbarian and take 6. But it does kill the Asterion. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so I take 2 damage. Their creatures take 2. They sack the Pilgrim's Eye to keep the Sepulchre Ghoul alive. And then they just don't block. Yes, please? I would love to trade my useless 2-2 for your 4-2. Cool. Okay. Deal. And we kill the Asterion. And they have a 7-2. That bit's complicated. I should have activated the gate at sorcery speed. I don't know why I wouldn't. It's unlikely I want to use a 2-mana anything, but okay. Now it's correct to activate, at the bare minimum. There's a big dragon. Do we block? Do I not want to take the 7-2 damage? 7-3 damage? 3, 6, 9... They have to block this somehow. No block. I'm only mostly a coward. That's an annoying blocker. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay. So they're getting the Asterion back and nugging me for 7. I guess I should have blocked. Admittedly not where I expected that was going. Alright, well, you have to block this opponent. And I kill the Asterion. Oh, this still just sticks around, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Alright, well, now I'm forced to block. That's pretty bad. I didn't realize this doesn't exile the thing that you get back with it at any point. That's a much stronger engine than I originally expected. Oh, or dies? Oh. Four, 8, 10. All right, I kind of have to get rid of this. No swing with Baldur. I kind of had to block the Chain Devil or I was going to die. Okay. Sacrifice a land, return it from the graveyard to your hand. Wait, that's actually pretty good, right? With specifically Linnoworm? Baldur would have seeked 2 cards. Oh, discarding the Earthquake Dragon and then leaving the 4/5 back to block? Yeah. Okay, big Linnorm. That might have been reasonable. So the opponent's grand plan of not doing anything for the last couple of turns. We lost the last game to a 2 damage burn spell. I wonder if we'll lose this one in a similar way. Oh, are they going to kill my Dread Linnorm by getting back Chain Devil and drawing a card? That's kind of, like, deeply unfair. Yeah, I kind of just... This Altar of Blood is excellent. This is so good with any of the Flicker strategy cards. Altar Exile is what it said? Oh, okay, okay. So because I keep killing the Asterion is why it keeps coming back. Still very strong. Which also means they don't draw with the Guildsworn. Okay, that's better. Moderately better. Makes this Earthquake Dragon very bad, though. At least having sacrificed a land is not actually a downside. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to die to a 2 damage burn spell. What a delight. 4, 8, 10. Cool. So I'm only 5 land drops away from playing this Earthquake Dragon. Yeah, there's a Pilgrim's Eye. That gets back an Asterion that I have to block. Oh dear, oh dear. They can just keep turning every creature they draw into removal, huh? That synergy makes the Chain Devil a lot more reasonable. Yeah, the land's kind of useless, but we're inching closer to Earthquake Dragon territory. Oh no, I'm supposed to hold on to that. I have Unexpected Windfall in my deck. That was extremely bad. No, wait, I can just discard Earthquake Dragon to Unexpected Windfall. That's a synergy. Oh, you have 2 of them. Oh, okay. Well, no, that's not going to do it. That is a few too many lands compared to my opponent. Would seem. I suppose I am not deeply surprised by that. I'm beginning to get the impression that the Earthquake Dragon, not actually like remotely good. Alright, we will mulligan this. Okay, no, this hand's stellar. Oh, what are we getting rid of here? Oh no, this hand is so good. What are we supposed to get rid of? Oh no. Do I have to get rid of Chaos Balor? Oh no, it's gotta be Circle of the Moon Druid. Draw something else to curve out with. Oh dear. Turn 3, 4-2 with haste, though. It would have been so good. I am qualified for the upcoming PT. Yes. Favorite enemy? Dragon. Okay. Well, we'll get in our 1 while we can. We would have had the 4-2. Well, I mean, also my opponent is on 1 land, so I guess I win regardless. Maybe that is not going to have the most significant long-term effect on this game. Take a look at the deck list. All right, help me remember after. Oh shoot, I was supposed to grab the cat. I'm gonna go do that now. All right, does this make me a deeply bad person that I'm just sitting here roping the opponent like this? No, opponent, come back. I was just going to make you seek 7 non-land cards. It was going to be fine. Oh, bye, kitty. I've been working at Pioneer. I have not touched Pioneer even slightly. I've been testing this because this is the upcoming qualifier format. Okay. Once again, cutting Trap Finder, playing Arcane Archery, because it looks more fun. Should I be playing Cloak of the Bat? I don't know. The art's kind of radical. Yeah? What? Have we managed to cast Earthquake Dragon yet? No, we had 12 mana in play, which was not enough to cast the Earthquake Dragon. Unfortunately. Okay, well, we are definitely recklessly barbarianing. And we're off. Well, that's a Death Toucher. You want to trade, opponent? No? Okay. They seem to think their 1-2 is better than my 2-2. What's Chris's Pioneer style? Something offbeat like Junt? I'm thinking Sultai Control. With Nissas and Gargaroths and Thoughtseizes and Fatal Pushes and Hydroid Crasises. What do they get? They get a dragon or an elf. Both of them kind of bad. Alright, well, the dragoning continues. They still don't want to block my dragons. So 5 plus 12. I actually can cast Earthquake Dragon next turn. If we happen to top deck it. That's probably a bad idea to do, but I could. It probably has flying. So it'd probably be fine. Maybe. They have a Death Toucher. I'm currently hoping the dragon is flying, even though it says Earthquake in the name. Oh no, a 3/3. That shuts down my entire aggressive potential. Oh dear. Oh no, my only weakness. Completely uncastable cards. Blast. Well, we'll draw a green source eventually, I think. Do they have 2 favorite enemies? Oh my. That's a problem. Because our entire board is dragons. How did I play 3 dragons and it's still dragons? Oh, they really should have played that pseudo-dragon familiar. So that if they attack, then they had something to buff. Now I'm like hyper incentivized to just block if they attack. I really hope they attack. They didn't. Green source. Excellent. Alright, time to just play giant creatures and hope that gets there. We have 6 more dragons? You know what? That's fair. That's fair. It's almost like we put a lot of dragons in the deck to make Earthquake Dragon admittedly still not work. It's cool. If they use removal spells on my Reckless Barbarians to try to pump their creatures, I can sack my Reckless Barbarians in response, so we fizzle their removal spells. It's like definitely relevant, given that they would still trigger favorite enemy regardless. Definitely relevant. But also, I mean, our board is big, regardless. 7 6s every turn is big. Lurking Roper's also sort of big. Moderately chunked. Yep, well, that's a dragon. I don't really want to play a dragon right now. So, presumably double block. Yep. Oh, and a chump block. Look at that. Fascinating. Alright, well, we definitely killed a Lurking Roper. Because our Owlbear can trade with an Inspiring Bard. Should I even play the Scaled Nurturer? It just kind of opens me up to more removal spells pumping their creatures. But also it makes Earthquake Dragon cheaper. So, like, kind of obligated to play it. I only have to sack one Reckless Barbarian by my count to cast Earthquake Dragon right now. Sweet! Do that. Oh, I see. It costs 6 to put a big creature into play, and they only had 5. For some reason, I thought this thing got cost 5 mana to put a creature into play in total. Whew. Alright, well, our opponent mostly didn't do anything, so that made that easier. Deck review, yeah. Alright. Let's see if I remember how to play this after that intermission. I don't think I'm allowed to keep that. This is considerably better. Oh, I don't want to get rid of the Earthquake Dragon. Is this thing really only a 10/10? I go through all that effort and then the thing's only a 10/10? Admittedly, I think we're supposed to get rid of Reckless Barbarian here. Probably not. We're probably supposed to get rid of the Earthquake Dragon, but, like, it's not like Reckless Barbarian is good. Okay, well, more Reckless Barbarians. I was probably supposed to play the Reckless Barbarian, actually, so that I could, like, improvise weaponry and actually attack. I don't really get any benefit out of the Scaled Nurturer. Alright, well... 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We're 4 mana off casting our Earthquake Dragon. If we had kept that Reckless Barbarian and gotten rid of the improvised weaponry, we would almost be on Earthquake Dragon territory. My opponent missed a land drop. That's gotta be good. Oh no! My treasure! Wait, I needed that. That was part of how I was casting this Earthquake Dragon. Oh dear. Oh no. Opponent's Flamefist Duskguard has pumped itself. Okay. So the opponent won't attack into a Reckless Barbarian, right? No! Ah! I can't take that kind of damage, opponent. So are they just going to discard to hand size? Let's see here with the 12 drop. Okay, well, Unexpected Windfall is probably a decent card. Oh my. Oh dear. What a truly train wreck game this is. Oh. Oh dear. Well, okay. That was decent. Can we cast this Earthquake Dragon with a land? At this point? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Yes! A land lets us cast our Earthquake Dragon. Alright, just in time to block our opponent's 4/4. Oh, and we gain 2 life! Oh, wait. I forgot this had a life gain trigger that I missed earlier. Would you look at that? This is so stupid. Yeah, alright. We're gonna block their 6/3 with our 10/10. Success! And it's dead. And we're also dead. Alright, good talk. Okay! Well, I'm ready to side out Earthquake Dragon forever. We did the thing, right? That means I get to stop playing it now? Oh my. My. Do I still have to play these Reckless Barbarians because I literally don't have any other 2-drops? Do I have a gate in red that I haven't been playing? Okay. Not playing Fireball. I mean, we are, like, hypothetically not aggressive. We're trying to cast a 15-drop. Practically, we probably ought to be playing Fireball? I don't know. This is like a really bad hand. I don't know why we kept. Breath Weapon not playable. It might be playable. I don't think it's a bad card. I don't know if it's a good card. So we're not really doing anything here, which might be an issue. I kind of want to Arcane Archery the opponent's 3/1 so that I can play Jaded Sellsword and block their 3/1. When that pointed at the Flame Fist Dust card, I got so horrified there for a second. Like somehow it was going to pump that thing. What are you... Okay. If you say you have a combat trick, I believe you have a combat trick. Now, whether they have a combat trick after my Linnoworm combat trick, time will tell. Okay, what do we think about it? Now that it's this big and has hexproof, do we have an answer? No? Okay. I think I might... Okay. So because this time around I played a single 4-drop, we were able to beat the opponent's game plan of not having anything. Yay. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Okay, I don't need Young Red Dragon anymore. We're not playing a 15-drop. So yeah, alright. Breath Weapon, why not? Seems like that's probably good against the opponent's deck. I'm gonna be honest, I do not think we are at the point of the night where I am, like, actually making decisions that are educational anymore. Sure. I mean, lots of spells that cost low amounts of mana, or close to low amounts of mana, is probably keepable. That's a very scary card. But also a card that makes Breath Weapon look immediately kind of decent. That, on the other hand, is a card that's deeply horrifying And I can't answer it either. Well, okay then. So they're just going to have 2 Karlaks in their hand. Which isn't like a completely busted unbeatable card or anything. Other than the part where it is. So that's going to be a problem. Karlak into the graveyard. Sure. Oh dear. Dear me, dear me, dear me. We can play a hill giant next turn, so that'll be like large at least. I don't like this part where my opponent's making land drops, because it means that they just get to play the white Karlak for the rest of the game, which I can't really beat. It even comes out of the graveyard with a different name. They could also play the red Karlak, and then I can't block. So basically I need to hope my opponent doesn't have any cards left in their hand. I think that's my out. Well, that was actually worse for them than just playing Karlak, discarding either of those cards, so I guess that's a good thing for me. I'm still not entirely certain how I beat the fact that my opponent has 6 bombs in their graveyard. That sounds like it's going to be kind of difficult. Oh no, they played a bomb that I can't beat. I don't know how I'm going to beat that. Yeah, that doesn't beat that. Okay. Alright. Well, 2 completely non-functional games from our opponent that we still somehow lost against, but game 3 was like a game we could never have possibly won. Dear me.